Alright guys, so it's Rick Repairs back at again. Today we have a 2008 Ford Fusion 4-cylinder, as you can see. So we do have a P0410 and the other code is P0491. Alright, so most of the time you might have to replace the pump, which I'm going to show you the location. It's best to get under the car in order to replace it if you need to. And the check valve is this one right here, or is better known as air diverter. This part little right here. Alright, so first thing I would recommend is check your pump if it goes on. So yeah, first check your pump if it goes on. If it doesn't go on, it could be your relay. As simple as that. The relay, which is this one right here. What's this one? Yeah, this one right here for the air pump. And if it does start, it's not your air pump, it's not the relay. It could be this air diverter. And also after that, I should say maybe you should check your hoses first. Make sure there's no cracks, no broken. But as I was looking at this one, this little check valve right here, this one, as you can see, has two small hoses right there. One in the top and one in the bottom. And this one, the bottom one, it's really broken, it's damaged. It's going to pull that out so you can see. So when that comes off, both of them are going to come off. All right, just going to pull those out. See right there. See the bottom hose? Crack right there. Trying to get a better exit right here. Just gonna disconnect this. Alright, as you can see right there. Look at that crack. Alright, so I will be replacing this hose. As you can see right there, it has a crack. The huge crack, man. Just gonna take that hose out. So all you have to do is just follow by hand. It's right there. Goes around right here. It's this one. So the hose runs right there. Just gonna pull that out. And that's the pump right there. It's not, just go and get under the car so I can show you the pump. Alright, so the little hose that I was showing you is right there. That one right there. And your air pump is located right next to the oil filter right here. It's this bad boy right here. Looks like there's only 3 bolts holding it. 1, 1, 2, third one up there. After that, you should let it loose. Alright, so here's your pump. Alright, it's gonna replace that hose and reset the codes again. Hopefully the check engine light don't come on. Alright, so you guys didn't think that would cause a check engine light. As you can see, this top right here just ripped off. Just look at that hose, and had a crack right there. Just broken off. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is go grab one about the same size. Just gonna connect it back in there. It is a bit tight right here. Just gonna push it all the way in as much as we can. Right there. Alright, so should be in there now. Just gonna give it a little bit last push. It's kind of falling off our camera. So yeah, it is a tight spot, so yeah, just gonna push as much as you can. Hopefully that's enough. Alright, just gonna check it out from here. Alright, so I just grab a regular hose. It's pretty long. I'm just gonna cut it right now. Yeah, let's cut it from right here. Alright, so we just ran the hose right there. Under there. Got it out here. And let's go and plug it back in. Push both of those all the way in. Hopefully that was the one that gave us the code. The hose is being damaged. And just gonna plug this back in. Alright, so there you have it. Make sure it clicks in there. Make sure everything's in, sitting in. Hose right there. Alright, so there you have it. So most of the time this little air diverter right here will go wrong. It will break down. So yeah, I did get that part, but hopefully it was just the hose. As you saw, it was damaged. Alright, so as you saw, there's the two codes that we have. First thing I would say, just check the hoses. See this one, this little hose right here that connects right there, and connects to right here to this one right there. This connects right there. So that little hose was so damaged that it was cracking in pieces. So I replaced that one already. So yeah, this one is good. Just had it running here. Connects to there. And next thing I will be switching is this diverter valve. This one right here. Alright, so I'm gonna disconnect this hose first. Alright, so I'm gonna pry this hose right here. Alright, there you have it. So there's another hose in the back over here. Same thing. That one right there. So after pulling the first one off, I'm just gonna go ahead and pull this, loosen this bolt and pull it off. Alright, so one thing you can know your pump is working, go ahead and start the car. When your pump goes on, that's how you know. The air's coming out the middle. The saw went on. So you saw it went on. So it's most likely the divider valve right here, this one, that needs to be replaced. I'm just gonna remove these two bolts right here. All right, and the size for those two is a size 10 millimeter. I'm just gonna replace those, remove those two. After that, should be able to pull this up. Alright, disconnect it from this hose right here in the back. This one right here. My hand's on the way. I'm gonna pry it out. Alright, we should be able to pull this off now. Pull it out. There you have it. Just go ahead and remove this lock right here, this clamp, and reinstalling the new one. I'm just gonna get the new one out of the box. See, everything matches. Just have to get that little hose right there, put it in the new one. So I will include the part number under the description. There you have it. Now we have to slide this one, little hose. Let's try to place it in the same place. See right there, the little mark right there. So wiggle it in. Right there. Just put this lock back on. Alright, let's go ahead and start the car one more time. You'll see air will be coming out here. That's how you know the pump is coming back on. So you know your relay is good and your air pump is good. Alright, it's going to start it again. Alright, so it went back on. Saw our air pump is good. So hopefully it was just the air diverter that's not opening and closing when it's supposed to. So hopefully with this replacement, it should be good to go. But yeah, first check all your hoses. As I mentioned, this little hoses that goes in the bottom right here. On this one, it was all broken. That hose right there. So yeah, first thing, just want to check your hoses and make sure everything's connected. Alright, after that, check your pump. So yeah, one way to know if your pump is working and your relay, just go ahead and disconnect this hose right here, and you should feel some air coming out of here when it goes on. And yeah, I recommend doing it on the cold start. So yeah, some air should be coming out from this one. If it does go on, that's, you know, your relay, your air pump is good. So yeah, that's one way to know those two works. Yeah, because yeah, you will need a scan tool in order to start the air pump. But if you don't have a big tool, fancy tool, one of those scan tools that test your components, this is one way to do it. Alright, just gonna slide this back on. Let's put this hose back there. Connect this hose back here. It's gonna slide it back in. Let's connect this hose right here. After that, just gonna put this lock back on. This little clamp right there. Okay, so there you have it. Let's connect this little one right here and connect it to bolts, just like that. The two 10mm that holds this. Just gonna hand tighten it first. Alright, so there you have it. Don't forget to connect this back on. And last thing to do is go ahead and disconnect your battery for about 30 seconds. The negative, this one right here, in order to reset everything, all the monitors. If you don't have a scan tool to reset it. Alright, so that's how you replace the air diverter. Alright, so yeah, I showed you how to test your air pump and your relay. So just go ahead and disconnect that, and the cold start, it should go on. Alright, let's go ahead and reset our monitors, and hopefully we don't get that check engine light back on. Alright, so there you have it. Alright, so after running it for more than 120 miles, we have all the ignition ready. So it's ready to get smog now. As you can see, no more check engine light. Alright, if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.